Hey Anthony, I noticed that your recording quality is a good bit better than usual. Oh, thank you. I spent a good bit of time working on this. So, just to update you guys on what's going on before I explain to you what I'm actually doing in RuneScape real quick, is I decided to switch what I'm doing for my recording. I'm using OBS recording, and I'm going to be editing in, I think it's called DaVinci Resolve. I've never used DaVinci Resolve before, and OBS I just spent a while setting up because you can get better quality if you use OBS rather than Camtasia. So I was tired of the kind of not bad quality, but the only okay quality of Camtasia, and I kind of want to get some slightly better quality. So that's what we got going here. I hope you guys do enjoy. It might not be astronomically GG no re better, but it is a little bit better. So I do hope you guys enjoy it. From there, what am I doing in game? So I decided to do Nightmare Zone, so this way I can imbue my black mask. So I was already at, I think, 275k when I stopped first time, so I decided to go and do it, and I got myself 75 attack and 67 strength, at which point I'm now at 900k points, so I need about 350k, well 325 if you count these points, until I finish doing Nightmare Zone. So that's kind of the goal at the moment, is to go and do that. I just also decided that it's within my personal best interest to, in game, that is, to not level defense up in Nightmare Zone. So I got my attack up to 675, and then I realized that I'm not going to get too many more levels if I were to level defense, so I decided we're just going to go and throw strength into it. I decided that I don't want to keep myself at such a low strength level, considering I'm going to start doing Slayer. I'm reaching, 90s in combat. I need to start getting my strength level up, so I decided the best solution is just to start focusing on strength. And I'm going to leave defense in the back burner, go with kind of like my original plan of getting my strength up, and then by the time I get a whip, I'll go and get my defense up to 75, and then I'll either continue doing strength or just use up or whatever. You guys kind of go, I'll pretty much just use up. So from there, we'll do that. That's kind of the goal at the moment, is to just continue leveling strength from this point until we get a whip, and then go from there. So there we go. There's that. And that's pretty much that. So I hope you guys enjoy the better quality of the videos in terms of both audio and visual. I believe are both going to be a little bit better now. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. So I just got 71 agility and 1500 total on my Ironman. Yeah, so I was decided to take a quick break because I was like 3k away from 71 agility. Decided to take a quick step away from what I was doing to get myself 71 agility. Figured, why not? Yeah, wanted to share that with you guys. Okay, so I am pretty much done with Nightmare Zone. So I was gonna go thinking about going all the way up to level 70 strength, but decided against it simply because, yeah, there's no reason to. I'll be honest, it's just straight prayer potions. That being said, I used significantly less prayer potions than I thought I was, which is actually pretty awesome. If we come over here and dump the rest of my prayer potions in here, we still have 229. I think I had like 300 or a little bit less than 300, so we didn't use the full 100 like I thought I was. I know that for certain, so that's pretty good. So now let's get our black mask, and oops, I think we'll just we'll just go here and grab it if we can find it. Where the heck's my black mask? It's in tab 2. Why is it in tab 2? You need to be in tab 3. Thank you. All right. So anyways, let's grab this black mask, and we are going to go and we are going to imbue it. So this is going to be great. So for those of you who might not know what an imbued black mask does, or what a black mask does, a black mask does, I think it's 13.7 or something like that, or 15% bonus damage to a monster you're on Slayer task with. If you imbue it, it does a little bit less, but it allows you to do pretty much like 13%. Like, hold on. Okay, so this is Fremnik Isles complete. This is not that difficult of a quest, it's just super annoying, if you ask me. I don't really hate it, I don't really love it, but yeah, so we got this complete. This means we can now have the Helm of Needs and Not, Nice Not, whatever you want to call it. Got the Nezi Helm unlocked, which is pretty good. That's pretty good. Pretty much, I find it funny, the boss fight is like the easiest part of this. It's actually getting here and killing the dudes, like killing the trolls, that's harder. Because you put on Protect from Mage, you take like no damage during the boss fight. if you have like halfway decent stats. You don't even need good stats. You just need like halfway decent stats. Obviously, I'm way overpowered for this quest, because you're kind of meant to do it at lower levels. And at lower levels, it can be difficult, but it's mainly just the killing of the dudes. But you can easily cheese killing dudes by, you know, being low level. It's running there that's actually, I find, uses the most of your supplies. It's not hard, again. It's just a lot of supply usage. But yeah, that is that complete. So yeah, I'm going to... From here, we have a nice chunk of quests that we can, or that I do want to do as well, but it was the initial one I wanted to get done, just so I could have the Nezi helm to use, for, you know, just all around usage. Like I said, it's good for questing, etc, etc, etc. So I figure we'll get this one done, because this is the most, in my opinion, one of the most important ones that we can finish. So yeah, sorry to drag it on a while. I have little to no plans of what to do. Oh yeah, a quick little tip is you can get all the supplies you need right when you start the quest. So if you wanted to, when your first trip here, you can just go and collect all the stuff if you want that you need. You can't make the hides yet. You have to at least, I think you have to at least like do the first thing of the first jig, or not jig, but the first fool thing, where you're like, you pretend like you're the jester. You have to do the first jester thing. We're gonna take this in. I kind of want strength. Can I get one more? Oh well. I'll take it. Should probably put that in HP, but whatever. And we got our Helm of Nisanot completed. So yeah, there's that. Okay, so I should be done with Knight's Training Grounds in a minute. Combat training. I'm just gonna tank it. I don't care. Hopefully I don't die or anything. This dude can sap strength and stuff, so we'd rather not. There we go. Now I have got a bunch of extra combat experience, which is pretty nice. Got 70 strength. Totally planned that. Completely calculated. And the main thing is we have piety. Cool. So we are pretty much complete with a lot of the crap. Unlocking like important stuff, really. You still have to get Barrow's Gloves and Desert Treasure, but for the most part, we got all the melee stuff completed, you know, except for Barrow's Gloves. This is a complete break from the normal questing I was doing, but I decided to get my woodcutting up to level 75. I was going to wait a while to do this, but I wanted to get Morning's End Part 1 completed, just so I can get like a bunch of quests done. And I'm going to be doing more, and I noticed that magic logs have come up a couple times now that I need to get, and rather than trying to get them for Winter Tot or something, I figured I was only literally one level away, so I decided to do it. I caught a total of 500 and something U-logs. I think actually 600 something I had to cut in terms of U-logs. And yeah, so it went pretty well, I do say. Wasn't as bad as I thought in terms of having to get it. I thought this was going to be a lot more draining, but it wasn't that bad. I just kind of chilled all day, and woodcutting is super AFK. But now we have 75 woodcutting. You can now cut magic logs, which means we could stockpile a bunch of them if we wanted to. But it's nice to finally have that unlocked. I've been 73 for a while, and I haven't bothered to do it because woodcutting is super slow. But I was getting, I can't show you, but I was getting 40k an hour at first. But then as I started to slow down, it dropped to 34k an hour. And because I went to go eat dinner, it's now 26k. But yeah, I was getting 40k an hour in terms of woodcutting experience. So I was pretty happy about that. And in case you guys don't know, I can rock the 1500 total worlds. So I'm actually going to go there for the first time ever. 1500 total. There are a lot of people here. Let's go to a different world though. Just wanted to rock it. I need to get 13 U-logs total for the quest that I want. 12 for Desert Treasure and then 1 for Morning's End. So I'm trying to find a decent world where there's not too many people. Alright, cool. I'm not going for a full inventory or anything. I'm just going to go for 12. And yeah, so I just need to get some magic logs. I'll see what more I need to get, but I'm pretty sure I only need 13. So I'm only going to get 13. I'm not going to go the full, shebang with them. And yeah, so I will be back with a quest. Okay, so I ended up cutting 16 magic logs because there's one quest I didn't actually take into consideration, and that was Monkey Madness Part 2. So I forgot about that, but basically you need 3 magic logs for that for, like, the balloon transportation. I've never done it before, so I don't know. But basically I needed 16 magic logs rather than 12, so there we go. Or rather than 13, so there we go. And yeah, so we did that. So I got the magic logs I need, and then I wanted to show off how many U logs I have. So we got 653 U logs. This is about the full amount I had to cut. If we are to turn these into U longbows, and if I make the nature runes myself, we would get 500k from that, so that'd be pretty awesome. And yeah, so overall that's kind of what happened. So I'm going to go and do some quests now. Just wanted to show off that. Okay, so this should be Prince Ali Rescue completed. I didn't do this one. But yeah, so I don't know why I haven't done this one in a while. I think I was actually going to save it for my very last quest, but I decided to just get it out of the way because it's needed for other things. I didn't realize that. But yeah, so anyways, we got that done, and now to move on to the next quest. Okay, this is going to be Sheep Herder completed. This quest is commonly seen as a really annoying quest, and it is, but it's not terrible, is to put it. If you know the fact that the sheep will always move 3 steps in whatever direction you hit it, it's pretty easy to do. The only thing that is annoying though is the fact that the sheep can sometimes go and like run off to a random direction or back to where they were, and that can be extremely aggravating. But for the most part, it's pretty easy. It doesn't take that long. I had 3 sheep reset on me. All of them except one just reset. Like for some reason they'll just like randomly, just even after you prodded them, they'll just suddenly like go back full speed to where they were. But it's not that big of a deal. So I think we talked to this guy. Okay, there we go. And that is Sheep Herder complete. I actually need to complete Rolling Elves, and I can do Morning's End. Part 1, that is. Okay, so this should be Roving Elves completed. So we are going to get the... Alright, come on, I don't care. I don't like running and hiding. Shields are for one, so I'll give the bow. There you go. So... we got I missed 2 on DMM. I had my thing up, but we got our crystal bow, which is nice. So yeah. There's that. So I got Roving Elves complete. Now I can do Morning's End Part 1. Okay, so completed Morning's End Part 1. I believe out of the 2 quests, or the entire series of these quests, this is the easiest of them. Not easiest, but I believe they're all really easy except for the last one, which is Morning's End Part 2. It's basically my understanding is that, to my full understanding, is that this was easier than Morning's End Part 1 and Part 2 combined. This is the easiest one out of the 2. So yeah, and I guess if you can count the entire Morning series, this is, again, significantly easier than Morning's End Part 2. I've never done either of these, so this is my first time completing Morning's End Part 1. And yeah, we are going to have Morning's End Part 2 complete eventually. I don't even know if I have the stuff for it. Oh, I thought that said Hunter. I'm like, I got Hunter experience? Uh-oh. My 9 Hunter Pure would have been broken if I'd done that. Let's see, what do we need for Morning's End Part 2? Okay, so apparently we have all the requirements. Let's see if we actually have everything. If I can complete it now, I will. Other than the Death Talisman, obviously. Because we have to get that thing. So full mortar coasters I have, a chisel I have, and a rope. Recommended teleports is a lot of these. None, but powerful 73 shadows are aggressive to the player inside the temple. Okay, so I just need to bring some food. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bank and whatnot. And then I'm going to come back here and we'll do Morning's End Part 2. Should be interesting, to say the least. Okay, so I have just gotten to this point, which means I am at the Death Talisman part, which I believe all we have to do is come back with the 50 items and the pure essence. So there's going to be a couple trips, but luckily getting here isn't that bad. So, yeah. So we'll go and we'll do like a couple... Oh, Jolty, you're drained a ticket. God damn it. So I'm going to have to make a couple trips. So I'll catch you guys once I'm done here. Okay, so this will be the Death Talisman acquired. Wasn't actually as hard as I thought it was going to be. Won't lie. This entire quest has not been that annoying. It's been annoying, just not that annoying. I think is the best way to put it. I've never done this quest before, so this is my first time. And one thing I will say is a lot of people make it sound a lot more difficult than it actually is. Sorry, cow is being annoying. A lot of people make it sound a lot more difficult than it actually is. And it really isn't as bad, like, honestly. So, you know, that was good. So I believe I gotta go in here. Then, oh god, this is creepy. Right here, thank you. So, and then I gotta use this on the. Okay. And I believe I have to take it to like the black crystal. I don't fully remember. Give me a second here. We're gonna run here and we're gonna turn this thing. Okay, so now let's go here. So I made crystal on the altar. Here's the crystal on the black crystal at the top floor. Okay. I think I can go this way to it. I have to turn on that. Okay, cool. So now use this. I believe I use this here. And then I believe we're done. Okay, cool. Now I have a teleport with my very last teleport. We can have the quest complete. So I believe we're done with this quest. Not as hard as everyone made it out to be. Won't lie. It's the first thing I'll say about this quest. To anyone who's scared to do it, have halfway decent agility, 70 plus, and it's not that annoying. But yeah, it was, again, not as bad as I thought it'd be. Everyone always made it sound a lot worse, and it made me too scared to do it. And honestly, I think I did it at the perfect time. If I did it any earlier, it would probably have been annoying, but wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad.